The Daddy Letters. Season 2. Letter 28. Supernatural Reconstruction.
Dear son, it was good having you and your girlfriend for dinner recently. Your mother and I are very pleased you two didn't scrap your relationship over past missteps. However, I noticed there is a loss of ease between the two of you. In particular, she has lost that joyous spark I used to see whenever she was with you. I know your relationship is none of my business, but as you know, that has never stopped me from giving you advice before, especially when I feel the Holy Spirit urging me. Unless I miss my guess, you are still grieving over your lost dream of both of you marrying each other as virgins. If that is so, I assure you the scent of your disappointment wafts from your pores and into her spirit, causing her to feel the lost adoration you once had for her. Son, you are justified in being disappointed, but being justified does not build relationships. Since you can't pretend not to be disappointed, let's talk about ways to make your disappointment not matter. That's the only way to make your relationship successful and sweet again. To do that, you must first try to understand why your disappointment matters so much. Here's what I think. I think her act of sexual indiscretion haunts you a lot less than what her indiscretion might mean. Subconsciously, warning flags are waving in your subconscious that her premarital indiscretion might be signaling a weakness that makes her untrustworthy. Deep in your psychic network, you are processing this question. If she can be so easily convinced to forsake God's law and sleep with her fiancé, how can I be sure that in the future she won't yield to temptation from a seductive male friend to forsake her vows of marital fidelity to me? You think, maybe she is not as committed to biblical morality as her Christian label suggests. Son, that principle cuts both ways. Maybe she is processing this question. If he was willing to consummate an affair with a married woman, can I trust him to not forsake his own marriage in the face of a tantalizing seductress? Is Mrs. Immongraves going to be a threat to my marriage in the future? I fear you might have interpreted the problem as all her, when the problem is as much you. Men fall into the trap of thinking their ability to say no to sexual temptation is less important than it is for women. But women don't like the risk or reality of marital infidelity any more than men do. And yes, sexual promiscuity in men, as well as women before marriage, is a psychological trigger of future risk. The culture even suggests that women don't want to marry a virgin, that they prefer a man with experience who can teach them the ways of physical love, avoiding awkwardness on the honeymoon. And maybe that is true in some circles, but it should be far from the truth for Christian women. This belief is equivalent to a woman saying she wants her man to engage in sexual sin before marriage, so he won't be so sexually awkward after marriage. Don't think your girlfriend can so easily dismiss your confessed sexual proclivities. Son, here is the solution. Both of you need to take your weaknesses and potential to sin before God and seek supernatural reconstruction. Allow God to peer into your heart and reveal any proclivity to sin that might threaten your marital union and your standing as a Christian. David applied this approach in Psalm 139, verses 23 through 24.
Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any grievous way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting.
If both of you together allow God to do reconstructive work on your hearts, reveal and eradicate your grievous ways, you will have all the justification you need to trust one another, even in the face of past failures that issued from past weaknesses. That is how you and she can make your current disappointment not matter. The sting of your broken dreams and the painful imaginings of what you both did will diminish over time if there is trust between you, along with a bright hope of future bliss. Son, I am excited that your girlfriend asked your mother to let her come over and cook a meal for us. She said she was going to also cook me one of the apple pies her dad loves most. I can't wait to tell Jethro and see the jealous look on his face. Dude, don't lose this woman. She is special. I love you much. Your proud dad.